Hello once again YouTube, this is the Direwolf. Today we're going to do a benchmark of Ubisoft's Ghost Recon Wildlands beta. Alright, so we're going to run these benchmarks from highest resolution to lowest, 4K 1440p down to 1080p, and we're going to run them in highest settings to lowest. So we're going to go 4K very high, 4K high, 4K medium, 4K low, 1440 high, etc, etc. Only running the stock settings, not going to do any custom test settings, just seeing what we can get on the standard stuff. At the end of the video, I will post all the results together, but I'm going to show each one running so you can see what each quality looks like, not just numbers. And at the end, if you just want to skip ahead and see how everything finished, you don't want to see it run, go ahead and feel free to do so. But here it's running 4K very high settings, basically the highest that I can run with this TV. I mean, I don't have an 8K monitor, most people don't, but you can see it's pretty choppy, getting, you know, around 21 frames per second for the most part. You'll see at the end the min it gets down to 17, so not a big variance. Actually the max is 24, but a little disappointing considering my system can run Battlefield 1 a bit better, and I consider that game to be better looking. But yeah, here are the results. It's not great. I don't think most people are going to choose to run it like that. Not many people are going to prefer 21 frames per second. If they have, I don't have two 1080s. I maybe it would scale and get you double, but even so, that's just not great. The high settings gain us an average of a whopping 4 frames per second. Not a huge difference overall. Looking at the chart I made of all the results, it's really the resolution that makes the difference so small. I mean, even on the low settings that you'll see running, the frame rate gets to a playable 35 frames per second average, but you know, it's just not running that great. The 1080 can't quite handle this game, whatever's going on there. It's not amazing. All right, so here we're gonna kick it down to 1440p, see how it performs here, starting once again with very high, and then we'll step through all 4 of them. Very high, high, medium, low, just to get an idea of how it runs on all at 1440p. I'm testing this on a 144 hertz monitor, but that doesn't really even come into play until you get to low, as you'll see through these tests. Right now, very high settings, 1440p. You'll see it bouncing around down there in the middle of the bottom, frames per second. 45 is the ballpark. Once again, not super impressive considering, you know, how other games run on this card, the 1080. This isn't exactly blowing me away. I mean, it looks very good. To give credit, it looks very good, but it's not like earth-shattering in my opinion by any means. I don't see anything that makes me think, man, my card shouldn't be able to run this, my 1080. But what can you do? All right, so here in 1440 medium is where we're finally gonna get into the ballpark of 60 frames per second solid that so many people like to go shoot for. On high settings of 1440p, the max frames per second you saw hit 62.56 frames per second, which is all well and good, but the average was down at 53, so you would have been bumping below your, you know, a normal monitor 60 hertz refresh, right? This medium settings you average at 62.37, so you could run it for the most part. The min gets down to is 55.6. So you're well in the ballpark. If you're got a 1080 like mine and you're targeting 60 frames per second, 1440p monitor, this is the setting, medium. That'll get you closest to that. You notice, I don't know if you were paying attention, but there's quite a bit of pop-in and whatnot on medium settings compared to the high and very high, especially compared to very high. But overall, it looks pretty good, but it's disappointing nonetheless to see medium settings in that ballpark. Yeah. And last and least, we are finishing up with 1080p, all 4 settings, very high, high, medium, low. Still very disappointing. I mean, it's just, it's what you expect at this point, I guess. I'm running on a 144 hertz monitor, but I don't hit 144 hertz on any of the 4 settings. I hate to spoil it for you, but the max frames per second I hit on the low settings of 1080p is 143. One short of my 144. It's just disappointing. I've been looking forward to this game for a long time, so maybe there's going to be a magic bullet patch somewhere along the line before release. It's not too far out. That'll increase performance or something. I'm not holding my breath though. I'm a little disappointed, not gonna lie. Alright, and here are the charts that I promised. There's a few of them coming up. If you watched through the video and saw all the runs, this is nothing surprising to you. It's disappointing. This is on a GTX 1080, an overclock 1080, and this is what I'm hitting. I don't know what to tell people who are running a 970, or, you know, it's just, you're not going to be able to run this game very well at all, and it's going to be disappointing. That's the only word. I keep coming back to it, but it's just not running great on PC right now. Hopefully they get that figured out, but in the meantime, I'll talk to you later. See you guys on the streams or videos. Bye.